We are going to talk about writing the equation of a polynomial and then finding the stretch factor. So we are going to start by looking at our x-intercepts and getting our equation in factored form. So we have y equals, we're going to have a stretch factor eventually, so we're going to put that a in front. And then for our x-intercepts, we are going to use that zero product property backwards. So we know if x equals -1 and we want it to equal 0, we would have to add that 1 to the other side. So our first factor would be x plus 1. Okay, then we have x equals 2, which would be x minus 2. And we have 2 of them, so that's going to be squared. And then we have 3, so if x equals 3, that gives us x minus 3 equals 0. So that's our last factor here. So I'm going to rewrite that underneath here so that we have a little bit more space. Okay. And then once we have that, we take our point. So it also gives us that our polynomial passes through the point 1, -2. So what we do there is we take our point and plug it in for our x, y coordinates. So we have -2 equals a times 1 plus 1 times 1 minus 2 squared times 1 minus 3. Okay, and then we're going to use our algebra skills to solve for a. So our first step that we are going to do is going to be to figure out each of the set of parentheses just to make our lives a little easier. So we have -2 equals a times 2 times -1 squared times -2. Okay, then from there we are going to do -1 squared. So we have -2 equals a times 2 times 1 times -2. And then we can multiply, so we do 2 times 1 is 2, times -2 gives us -4. And then we just solve for a. So we're going to divide by -4. So it tells us that a is 1/2. Okay, then we are going to go ahead and fill that in for our a value. So we have y equals 1/2 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3. So this would be our answer if we wanted the equation in factored form. However, if you go back and read the directions, it actually tells us that we want it in standard form. So what that means is we need to go ahead and we actually need to multiply everything out. So we have x minus 2 squared is really what I would do first. So you can use either the distributive property or you can use your generic rectangle to multiply. And I'm just going to add another page here. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing x plus 2, nope, sorry, x minus 2 squared. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it using our box here. So we would multiply to get the inside, so we would have x squared, -2x, -2x, and 4. So that gives us y equals 1/2 times x plus 1 times x squared minus 4x plus 4 times x minus 3. Okay, and then next what I would do is I would actually multiply this and this together. So again, we are going to have that generic rectangle. So we have x plus 1 and x minus 3. So inside our rectangle, we have x squared, x, negative 3x, and negative 3. So again, we have our polynomial now reduces to x squared minus 2x minus 3 times x squared minus 4x plus 4. Okay, then we're going to make a big rectangle with both of these, so two trinomials. Sorry about my dog barking. All right, so we have our two trinomials. We have x squared minus 2x minus 3, and we have x squared minus 4x plus 4. And we are going to multiply to get the inside. So this gives us x to the 4th. This gives us negative 2x cubed. Then we have negative 3x squared, negative 4x squared. Nope, x cubed, sorry. 8x squared, 12x, 4x squared, negative 8x, and negative 12. All right, so now we're going to add those up. So we have y equals 1/2 times, we have an x to the 4th, we have negative 6x to the 3rd, we have, that would give us 1x squared plus 8x squared would give us plus 9x squared. And we have 12 minus 8 would give us 4x's minus 12. And then our very last step is to just take that 1/2 and distribute it in. So we would have 1/2 x to the 4th minus 3x to the 3rd plus 9/2 x squared. You could do 4.5 plus 2x minus 6. So that final equation is going to be our equation in standard form.